Hello folks, Martin Pavey here. Welcome back to the channel. So today I'm going to be talking about why you're in the position that you're in, and are you really surprised that you're in the position that you're in? Do remember to like and share these videos. Please leave me a comment below if something chimes with you. There are so many people right from the moment that you're born who are all vying for supremacy, to get your attention, to influence you, and actually in many cases to manipulate you. And I hate to sound black-pilled again, but this can include friends, family, people who teach you at school, people in the medical profession, all kinds of corporations who, on the surface of it, all actually appear to want the best for you, but in fact couldn't care less about what actually happens to you in your life. They want you, and this is a really important lesson to learn, they all want you simply and solely to agree with them, to agree with their point of view, to go along with how they view the world, because they want to maintain their position. So the most crucial thing that you can do in your life is to actually look after yourself, to really reflect. And the thing is, in saying all of this, and this is why self-help is such a massive industry, so enormous, it could even be the biggest in the world, but also the most confusing and challenging, difficult, that it goes all the way back to the beginning of your life. So you're unlearning so much crap in your life. And you're also learning it from people who don't know what they're talking about. Again, they sound like they do. They speak convincingly, but they actually have no real expertise, because they're in the dark as well. And as a beautiful child of light that you are, watching this video and all the other videos on my channel, and I appreciate the views, I appreciate the likes, I appreciate the comments, but it is no wonder that you are where you are, maybe lost, maybe confused, angry, it's common, very common, resentful, that the people who professed to care about you never ever had you in their minds at all. It's sobering, it's really sobering, and it's humbling, actually, very humbling. And it sort of leaves you in a position where you don't really know which way's up and which way's down, where you are, what you should be doing with your life. And it can be very easy to be misled by people, to be taken in by people, which is another enormous undoing that you have to contend with. That you put all of your eggs in one basket, you know? That you believed in a business venture so deeply, or a romantic relationship, or a friendship, you invested so much in things, only for them to inevitably disintegrate and fall apart and explode right in your face, that you were left in seemingly the same position at the end of whatever it was as you went into it. And I've often felt, over the last 10 years, this recurring theme of starting over yet again. Oh God, here we go. Having to start again. But you're not. You have to give yourself a fucking break and realise that you're not in the same position if you take the knocks on the chin, you take the lessons, and you apply the principles that you've learned. And the most important principle to actually implement, most important tool, is boundaries. Saying no. And really meaning it. And at first it can feel fantastically and spine-tinglingly uncomfortable. Humiliating and embarrassing. But the more that you do it and witness the results, the better you feel about yourself and the more confident and powerful that you feel. I spoke fairly recently about putting a note through a neighbour's door telling them to leave me alone, to not hassle me. And ever since, it's worked. And it's so bolstering. It's so edifying. It's so liberating to actually practice what you preach and for it to work. It's great. It's really great. And you realise that if you live by principle, that skill of setting boundaries, of following through and actually practicing what you preach, that can be transferred to absolutely anything else. And as you do that, what you'll find happening is that all of the things that you think you need, all of that sort of evaporates. It no longer is relevant. So you don't have to overdrink, or you don't even have to drink alcohol anymore, and you don't have to stuff your face full of food. You don't have to go out and have random meaningless sex with people, which are all all of them are distractions. You don't have to watch the television programs that you used to watch because they're all programming you. You become, life actually, as you sort yourself out, life becomes a lot simpler, and you can have the space, as I did coming back to my native Derbyshire, you can have the space to get on with what actually really matters to you. That becomes simpler. It becomes easier over time as you become more confident and more skilled. And you can start to live an authentic, really good life with genuine connections with people, meaningful relationships, people that you can trust. And we've always said quality over quantity. Something that I heard a lot growing up, but you don't really hear now. The quality of your relationships is far more important than the amount that you have. And you'll realise, and this is another sobering fact, you'll realise that loads of people that you thought were friends actually didn't give a flying fuck about you. Sorry, little drips of rain coming down. You'll realise that they weren't really friends. They weren't even, frenemies, all these different words. They were just using you. And you allowed yourself to be used at that time, but not anymore. Not anymore. So don't beat yourself up about where you are, because it's all completely understandable, but you're waking up now, you're taking charge of your life, you're setting boundaries for yourself. But if you find that really difficult to do, that's why my email address is there. To book in your one-to-one coaching session with me so that we can actually help you help yourself to set those boundaries, to get rid of all the things that are holding you back, and that ultimately will lead you to be the true person that you are, and you can be that person proudly, triumphantly for the rest of your life. So thank you very much for watching from a drizzly but fresh Derbyshire, and I look forward to seeing you on the next video. See you later, folks.